Thank you, Jelena and Yasmina, for invitation. I would like to apologize for non-being of Mrs. Professor Anna Butashova, who is the Slovak coordinator that works cooperate in the REFLESS project, and give you a warm salutation from her. I'm here to present our study programs that are warranted by Professor Mrs. Butashova. But just to warn you before, it's not how to do it, it's what we do. It's an example of what we do in Bratislava. Of course, we are under some, well, actually, the process of the Bologna process and the reforms in the education sector are putting some stress on the education within Slovakia, and I would like to focus on this maybe today with you, and maybe to give some remarks about what we say today. So our chair of Roman languages and literatures is part of Faculty of Education. It means we teach future teachers of a language, Spanish language and French language. Let me maybe introduce myself, as I'm a French teacher in this chair. I'm French but live in Slovakia since 10 years, so I would like to do it in English, of course. What kind of studies do we have in our chair is both studies, and maybe it's important to say a little remark about it. We have combined studies because in Slovakia, maybe it's not the same in Serbia, but combined studies are especially for teachers, because teachers are in Slovakia obliged to teach two subjects in the same times, whether it's French or English, or it can be French biology, French arts, French music, Spanish, French, everywhere. In schools in Slovakia, you have to teach both subjects. Of course, in this kind of reforms, you can find like economic point of view from the ministry. Maybe it could be interesting to have one teacher that can teach two subjects in the same time. But as the teaching or the teacher's position in Slovak society is not that attractive, we also have specialized studies because, and maybe this is the message I would like to give in this conference, is that please in Serbia don't hesitate to not to underestimate the value of a language teacher or even a teacher in general, because there are problems in the future, but there are problems also for us in our Faculty of Education, because we have less and less students that would like to become teachers, and teachers are maybe the future of our society. So we had to, from an economic point of view, we had to launch also specialized studies. What are combined studies? It's French or Spanish studies combined with another specialty, another subject. As I said, you can have French, Spanish, Slovak language, for example, psychology, biology, history, even arts or music, and so on. You can find all information on our website. Is at disposal also in English, fedu.unibay.sk, like Faculty of Education University of Bratislava, who is called Comenius University. So as I said, these study programs are aimed at forming future teachers. But you can, after a degree in combined studies, you can also working in companies that needs to form their own employees. Specialized studies are aimed for French or Spanish language and culture, and it means you only learn one specialty under our accreditation. You have nothing to do with another accreditation from another chair or another faculty. One of the advantages of this is that within the framework of this kind of studies, you can learn another Roman language. You have French and Spanish, but we have also Italian. Italian is not a study program accredited because of the lack of teachers and maybe the lack of students. Maybe it's also a second message I can give here is that in Slovakia, ministry allocates some money to university and faculties and chairs according to the number of students. So if we have a lower number of students, then you get less money. So you cannot employ more teachers. So in this moment, Italian is an option, like elective subject, but we don't have it as a study program. Within the second grade, like a master, we say, these study programs, Spanish and French, are merged into one study program that is called Roman Languages and Cultures, and you can continue your study with a master degree. Of course, as you can imagine, we talk about employability today. These study programs offer possibilities to work in public administration, cultural institution, or even diplomatic relationships if you speak French and or English, of course, as lingua franca. We can, even if franca doesn't mean any English, we can say that English is lingua franca, at least in Europe. We also have a postgraduate study program, doctoral studies. Then you have to be in contact with a teacher that is able to follow your work and guide yourself. We have it in contact or even in distance learning. It means that you have 2 years more and that you're not a member, official member of the chair. If you are doing it in distance learning, you can have your position in the company or somewhere else while studying and after you receive the PhD title. We also have, I don't know if it exists also here in Serbia, what we call a little doctorate. I'm not sure it's a correct word in English, but after a master degree, you can write an essay, a little thesis on what we call also rigorous examination, and after that you can get the title of Doctor of Pedagogy. It's something between the master degree and the PhD title. As I said at the beginning, we are in the framework of the process of the Bologna process, and we have the so-called BMD, like Bachelor, Master, Doctorate. So we try to follow this framework. As I understood, here in Serbia, you have a bachelor in 4 years. Yeah. So that was the same thing in France when I was a student in France, and when the reform came in France, there was a lot of work to do so that you can harmonize this bachelor and master degrees. So what kind of subjects? I'm not going to enter in the very curriculum of the whole study programs, but maybe something I'm not sure it exists also here in Serbia. We have of course compulsory subjects, but elective and free elective subjects. And this is maybe one answer to the discussion we attend today about modules within accreditation. We have a list within accreditation. We have a list of free elective subjects that sometimes can be taught, sometimes cannot be taught because of the non-presence of a teacher. And this list of free elective subjects are here, like modules, are here to offer something different, something original to students. So, of course, we have practical language like written, oral, understanding, production, interaction. We could add mediation, as we called it in the European framework of reference, as we also teach, with some teachers are capable to do this, translation. We also have, and this is a very good recommendation, to work with native speakers, with native speaker teachers, at least in one study program of a language. We should have in Slovakia a native speaker teacher, as we have one teacher from Colombia, we have one teacher also from Canary Islands, so Spain. We also have some theoretical subjects as linguistic morphology and so on, and all other subjects focusing more on cultures of the country where the studied language is spoken. Sorry, there is a misunderstanding in French. Some subjects, of course, in the combined study programs are focused on theories and practice of teaching foreign languages, especially so for these students of combined studies. But we also have, as compulsory in these programs, a practical internship in primary or secondary schools. And then you have to write a little report on your practice. As I said before, we also have some practice of translation, and as I said, native speaking teaching is very welcome. Also for motivating students to be part of this program, because if you have one or more native speaker teachers, you are maybe more motivated to be a member, to be a student of this program. We also have, and this is I think important for the motivation of the students, we also have on regular basis conferences from professors from our partner universities in France, Spain, Czech Republic, Austria, and so on. So something important within the study programs of Roman languages in Bratislava is the study stays abroad, because recent statistics showed that 43% of the stays abroad from Comenius University is part where the students are going abroad from our chair. So it means we made last year's, we have made a lot of efforts to build partnerships, especially within Erasmus program or Long Life. We have partnerships in France with this university, in Luxembourg, in Belgium, and for Spanish language in Granada, Madrid, Valladolid, Huelva, Almeria. In Italy also, because we have a possibility to learn. We have in Romania, because we have one professor that is a member of our chair coming from Romania, in Greece, and of course in Czech Republic as our neighbor. You can have also a possibility to make internship at University Blaise Pascal in Clermont-Ferrand within the International Relationship Service of the university. This is very interesting, but it's only one place a year for A students, so it's rather selective. We have also a special agreement with the University of Granada in Spain, where a student can spend a 2-semester stay in the university, continuing learning Spanish language, but also teaching Slovak language as a foreign language to these Spanish students. And I think this is, we had today a presentation about lectorate of native language abroad. I think this is very important also to have people among Europe that knows Slovak language, Serbian language, and so on. So if you can form teachers of Slovak or Serbian language as a foreign language, then you can receive people that are interested in Slovak language and culture or Serbian. We also have some programs within Leonardo da Vinci. This is kind of EU programs that are provided by the EU Commission. Some grants also from governments like France or Spain can be provided to students, and we have a Slovak Agency for International Cooperation that can help these students. Just one word about condition to be admitted as a student. As you know, within the Bologna process, university tend to be independent or autonomous. So you can choose as a university your conditions, how to admit students. And as I said at the beginning, we had a problem to invite a lot of students, so there is no entry examination to be a bachelor student, even either French or Spanish language, but you have to present an A-level or maturita, we say in Slovak, or a certification testing at least B1 level. According to the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. It's the same conditions for combined study programs, and in graduate studies as master, you have no entry examination, but of course you need to present your bachelor diploma to be accepted. The same for combined study programs. The little doctorate, you have to present a master degree, a master diploma, but you have to also to contact a teacher that is able to accept your thesis project to validate it, and then to be part of the commission that is going to evaluate your thesis. In postgraduate studies, it's a little bit more complicated to be admitted as a doctorand, as you of course need a master degree, but you have to fulfill certain conditions, administrative conditions, and to present a thesis project to be led by an habilitated teacher. And of course you have an entry examination that is composed of, I think, translating a text and present your project thesis so that you can be part of the doctorate or doctoral school. This is it for me. This is all information. I really welcome any questions, any reaction from you. I'm here just for this day and tomorrow also. But thank you for your attention.